Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, welcome back with me, rezky Ramadan. And now I will going to explain about language and the brain from the subject Introductions to Psycholinguistic. Overall, in the material, talk about connections, language in the brain area, localizations of brains, and the syndrome. Okay, don't have a short time. For the first introduction, the definitions of language and the brain. Language and the brains are indirectly related and in understanding of psycholinguistic. The language in the human ability to acquire and use complex systems of communication. The scientific study of language is called linguistic, and the brain is one of the important organs that's located in human head that composed of neurons. I will explain about connections between language and the brain. Human brain's structure is the fundamental basic of the relationship between language and the brain. The structure of human language is invisibly shaped around human learning and process-based deriving from the structure of our thought process in brain. Language is easy for us to learn and use, not because our brain embodies knowledge of language, because language has adapted to our brain. Research on the brain in human and non-human primates, anatomically, psychologically, and behaviorally, is helping to answer the question connecting to neurological basic from language. Neurolinguistic is the study of how language is represented and processed in the brain, or the study of the biological and neural foundation of language. I will talk about the brain. As important organ located in human head, the brain has 100 billion nerve cells or neurons. Nerve cells that are the basic information processing units of the neuron system. The language is the human ability to acquire and use complex systems of communication. The scientific study of language is called linguistic. For the example, you can see the picture. Word and the brain. Red area, green area, yellow, orange, and blue. Okay, next. Still the brain, I will explain about cerebral cortex. If you know cerebral cortex, if the big area in your head, cerebral cortex is surface of the brain, gray matter, discussion, making organ of the body, receive message from all the sensory organ, initiate of voluntary and involuntary action, stored house, memories, and where our grammar resides. Did you know cerebral cortex and receive to all your body organ. If you somebody punch your face, the cerebral cortex is respond. You receive, and cerebral cortex have a million long memory and short memory in your life. Okay. Next, corpus callosum. Corpus callosum located in the middle in two hemispheres. Two hemispheres in your head. The brain have two hemispheres. Corpus callosum join the two hemispheres. Allow the two hemispheres communicate with each other. Okay. And localization of language in the brain. From Franz Joseph Gall proposed the theory of localization. He proposed the language is located in the frontal lobes. Driven human cognitive ability and behavior are located in specific parts of the brain. You can see the picture. Frontal lobes in the yellow area, in the biggest area in your brain. And localization of language in the brain from Johann Spurheim. Phrenology, formerly known as organology, practice of determining personality traits, intellectual capacity, and each matter by examining the bump on the skull. Regarded as scientific theory. He introduced phrenology in America, constructed elaborate map and school models. You can see the picture. And localization of language in the brain from Paul Broca. Neurological term of any language disorder that result from the brain damage caused by disease of trauma. Purpose that language is located in the left hemisphere of the brain, more specifically from part of the left hemisphere is the name of Broca area. We speak with the left hemisphere. You can see the picture. And localization of language in the brain from Carp Renic area in left hemisphere temporal lobe. Ritualization term use the refer to the localization of function to one hemisphere of the brain. You can see the picture. Rezky area beside the Broca area. I'm going to explain about language disorder. Aphasia syndrome from Broca aphasia. Grammatical aphasia. Labor speak, word finding difficulty forming sentence with the rules of syntax. Agrammatic like article, preposition, pronoun, auxiliary verb, and other grammatical element. Omit inflection, suffix, and third person verbs. Difficult comprehension depend on syntactic, which understanding complex sentence on. For the example, you can see the picture. The old man won't say apple, but he don't know say apple. He say I want an apple. And language disorder, aphasia syndrome, Wernicke aphasia. If you know Wernicke, fluent speak with good intonation, adhere to the rules of syntax, semantically incoherent, difficult naming object presented to them, difficultly choosing words in spontaneous speech, lexical error, word substitution, and reduced jargon and nonsense words. For the example, you can see the picture. The old man won't say apple, but he don't say apple. She say apple at restaurant, still brown and apples. Okay. Thank you for watching my presentation about language and the brain from the subject Introduction to Psycholinguistic. Okay, if you have a question, please include the answer. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.